What did you bring today?
A collection of bits and pieces from home, from the family home.
What are they?
Bits of everything. This is a Yardley pot which would have held cream from the famous Yardley. It's a porcelain pot with a Bakelite lid. That would have been cream that my mother would have used, and this would have been her lipstick. And there's the red ruby lipstick in it.
What was your mammy's name?
Eileen, or Mary Ellen. And this is a Coty, Racing Red Coty was the brand name. And this was another very, very old one. This is Elfrida, another lipstick, the old metal.
And they belong to your
mother. And this as well, my mother was a child of Mary, and she was buried in the shroud, and she was able to wear this in the coffin. Any child of Mary would have got one of these.
What was a child of Mary?
It's like the sodality years ago, and they would have gone to their meetings every week, and when she came to Dublin she continued that. It was an old tradition. So we were able to get the shroud in 1990 for her when she passed away, and she wore that. My dad wanted to keep the medal, and when he died he left it to me.
Where did she come from?
She came from Arklow in Ferrybank, in Wicklow woman. Now this is one that I got from my mother. It was a box of chocolates, and they were the type of chocolates in it, and it came from Ernie. And Ernie back in the 20s moved from Tyrone to Belgard Road to the RAF section up on the Belgard Road, and they had the factory there, and they made chocolates for I think about 60 years there. So that's the old box I used to keep my matchboxes in it as a child, and these were some of the matchboxes that were around that I found.
So will you show me some of the matchboxes?
Well, there's some here. They're the better ones, the old friendly matchboxes, and then the safety box. Now there's another match, which was my father actually would light his pipe by using the pink matches, which were not the safety match, right? But he would light it on the back of the leg of his trousers. That was his trick when he'd be lighting his pipe. But these ones were the safety matches, which had a black head on them, and you had to use the side of the box to light it, as you can see.
And did you collect those matchboxes?
I collected everything, like the rest of the family. We collected everything. Every member of the family collected.
Why was that?
I don't know. It was a habit, I suppose. You threw out nothing, you kept everything. Well, the 50s there wasn't an awful lot, so you kept things from home, or from these would have been maybe even in my mother's home, and the likes of these little poisonous bottles which would have had some kind of poison in them, things like that. They would have probably come from Wexford and Arklow.
And
my father was a Wexford man.
So when you think of your father from Wexford and Arklow, Wicklow, they're pretty much the same people, really, to be fair. They're on the right border.
Yeah, sure, he was an inch. He was an inch.
And what was it, do you think because they came from places where there was very little, that they naturally just kept stuff up? Is there a reason why they kept stuff?
I think it might have been that they didn't inherit anything from the family homes. Neither my mother, which would have been quite a good home, and my father. My grandfather was a gentleman farmer, so they had lots of land and stuff. So they inherited nothing, either of them. So
that could be it.
That could be the reason why they kept everything, because they lost everything. You know, even my father's had a banjo and a guitar and things, and he didn't even get those. The hat was sold with the house. So maybe that was the reason. So we all collected. We collected stamps, we collected coins, we collected money. So that was it. This now was a hair grip. One of the girls here said it was, what was it called?
It's a hair grip for putting into your hair so that you got the waves in your hair.
You put it in this way, was it?
Put it in, yeah, when your hair is wet.
Yeah.
You actually put it in your hair and let it dry, and it dries and it gives you the waves, like you see in the 1920s. Yeah, you see the waves.
And this one here, do you want to talk about this one?
No, that one.
My mother told me that they put the hair into it some way. This opens and you put the hair in between it and you roll it some way, and it holds the hair in a roll at the back of the head. I've never tried it. I'm no good with hair anyhow, so I never tried it. But
And what else do you have here?
oh, right. we have the famous marbles, and these ones, you line up the marble at the side of the footpath or somewhere like that. You'd line 3 or 4 of them, and you'd roll what would be called a gullier.
A what?
A gullier.
Gullier.
A gullier.
Yeah. And you would roll the gullier towards the line of marbles. It could be 3, 4, 6, and whatever ones you hit and moved out of place, you won those ones. And there'd be 2 people or 3 people playing. So these were all marbles, belonged to my brother.
And you've got a badge there, I've noticed as well.
Oh yeah, I don't know where that came from. Brendan Boyer says Coca-Cola. Yeah.
Was that yours?
No, I don't know where it came from. It was found in the house when we were clearing it out. I don't know whose that was. This was the Northlight Deluxe slot, made in Era. 12 blades. My father would have used them for shaving before he grew the beard.
So, old razor blades.
Old razor blades. There's a box of them there. They're all inside.
And what kind of year do you think they're from? Are they from the 50s, the 60s?
These would have been probably the 50s, I'd say. They all came in little packets. They'd be very sharp. I wasn't allowed to play with these.
I can understand why.
They're very sharp. They went slotted into another little holder, and he shaved.
And that company, I'd say, is probably gone now, I'd say, is it?
I don't know.
Don't know.
Northlight.
Deluxe slot.
Northlight. No.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
When you look, I can't help but look at your sweet box.
Yep.
That company is gone, is it?
Ernie's is gone, yeah. They were lasted about 60 years in Dublin, up on the Belgard Road.
And they made, can you show me the box there, can you? Please. And show me the base of it, because it's
now, you can't see, Tala is actually where my thumbnail is, but if you look it up or Google it, you'll see that they were on the RAF grounds in Tala.
Brilliant. And so you have all these bits and pieces in your house at home?
And tons more. It's not a commercial value. There's no commercial value in these things, but they're just memorabilia.
To remember your parents?
The family life back in the 50s, 60s.
Brilliant. Thanks for bringing them in for us.
No problem.
And sharing their stories with us.
You're welcome.